Hello YouTube, Horror Hoarder here again, just doing another video. This time looking at my Italian zombie movies. Not all Italian zombie movies are any good. They're usually quite fun though. Some of them more famous than others. Yeah, we'll be looking at those today then. We'll be looking at mainly DVD and VHS. Some of my VHS are presets. I will be doing more videos in future, specifically looking at the presert VHS and presert Betamax. So look out for those in future. But today we'll get started on my Italian zombie movies. Right, so starting at the beginning, we have The Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue. Now this is actually a Spanish-Italian co-production directed by George Grau, 1974. This is actually one of the best zombie movies ever made. It's quite gory. Obviously it's a flesh-eating zombie movie, these all are. It's very, very gory, very gruesome. And it kind of fits nicely in a way in between Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead, in a strange kind of way. It's got other titles. It's known also as Let Sleeping Corpses Lie and Don't Open the Window. So I have multiple versions of this film. I'll just a bit closer. Okay. This is a nice steel book. Well, it's not actually. It's a metal pack, metal tin. Now these come with some nice things in them. Yeah. Nice little card. Oh, I can't really see that. Oh well. This is a it's a card of the medical examiner from the Manchester Morgue. It would have been tied around a corpse's foot. Got some poster art and a little booklet. I also have it on a VHS, after certificate, nothing fancy really. I did have the privilege of travelling to the set locations of this film about 2-3 months back. They're in the Peak District of all places, not Manchester. The only scene shot in Manchester was at the morgue itself, the Manchester Morgue. Everything else was pretty much filmed in the Peak District, with the exception of a couple of shots filmed in the Lake District. Yes, so on this one it's simply titled The Living Dead. Okay, moving on. Next we have one of my all-time favourite zombie movies. This is Zombie Flesh Eaters. I have multiple versions of Zombie Flesh Eaters also. Now, in Europe, George Romero's Dawn of the Dead was sold as Zombie. So, the Lucio Fulci's Zombie Flesh Eaters was put out as an unofficial sequel to that film as Zombie 2. Okay. Now, it did get its own title occasionally. It was also sold simply as Zombie. Same film again. And again. I do have a box set with Zombie Flesh Eaters 1, 2 and 3 in here. Now the VHS. Okay. So again, an after certificate. Not that fancy really. Now moving on. We have Zombie Flesh Eaters 2, which would be Zombie 3. And Zombie Flesh Eaters 3, which would be Zombie 4. Telephone's ringing. That would be Zombie 4. Now we have Zombie 5, Killing Birds. This is a very, very poor quality film. Directed by Claudio Lattanzi, trying to say that one right, and also Joe D'Amato. Now Joe D'Amato did the Erotic Nights of the Living Dead and some of the Black Emmanuel films, I think. Basically a porn director, not very, very talented really. But that's Zombie 5, also known as Killing Birds, or Zombie 5 Killing Birds. Now, this is an absolute classic film, City of the Living Dead by Lucio Fulci. I've got this one signed by Giovanni Lombardo Radice, if you can see there. Giovanni, also known as John Morgan, is the guy from Cannibal Ferox, you know, the one that gets his dick cut off. Gory little film that was. Another copy of City of the Living Dead. This is a steelbook, an Arrow steelbook. Actually, this is actually not DVD, this is Blu Ray. You can see that there, it's got some beautiful artwork on the case, on the cover. Really nice. Okay. Now we've got that there on VHS, another after certificate VHS. So Lucio Fulci again, starring Catherine McCall and Christopher George. Yeah, great film, great film. Probably 4 or 5 out of 5. I'm going to get 5 out of 5 actually. Love Lucio Fulci's trilogy. Now we have a European import. This is, I think, an Italian import. Yeah, the same film. This is still City of the Living Dead, as you can see. And this is, I believe, still considered a pre-cert, even though it's not a UK pre-cert. Now then, this is The Beyond, with the foreign title. But this is The Beyond. This is Lucio Fulci again. This is quite likely my favourite Lucio Fulci film. Again starring Catherine McCall and David Warbeck and Sarah Keller. Great film, really nice. This one has the reversible cover. Let's change that out. That's for Arrow Video. Now again by Arrow Video we have the Steelbook. This is a really nice steelbook, this one. One of my favourites. Look at the artwork on that. Okay? Just phenomenal. Okay. Again, Lucio Fulci. Now another copy of The Beyond. And now my final copy of The Beyond, which is the a metal pack, a metal tin. It's got some nice little extras in here. Some cards from the film, various different languages. Nice little booklet. Now this is an Anchor Bay steel tin. Quite a few of those. Now next we have another Lucio Fulci film, the last part of, well, I'm not sure it's the last part, but it's part of the trilogy. This is House by the Cemetery. And this one is by Vipco. Okay. Now moving on, we have Nightmare City. This is by Umberto Lenzi, the director of Cannibal Ferox. You'll be pleased to know this film has no nasty animal cruelty in it though. This is basically a zombie film. A zombie slash infected film. Very fast paced. The zombies in this film are running zombies. They're runners. They will chase you down, and it's very, very violent. Lots of breasts being ripped off and people being stabbed and things of that nature. Great film. Hell's Gate. Now, I believe this is quite likely the worst film I have ever seen. It is so bad. It tries to be a zombie film. You can see, we're looking on the cover, that is quite obviously trying to be a zombie film, trying to look like a zombie film. But the zombies in this film, for some strange reason, they metamorphose into tarantulas. So you only see the tarantulas travelling. You never really see them as zombies. Very, very cheap. It's rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Fucking crap. Now we have The Erotic Nights of the Living Dead by Joe D'Amato. This is one of the world's few hardcore porn, hardcore gore zombie films. Stars Laura Gemser of Black Emmanuel doing her usual thing, which involves walking around in the nude. It does have some good scenes towards the end when you see these zombies on the beaches as towards the end of the film. It's quite a creepy scene set in the Caribbean. It's kind of a little bit like Zombie Flesh Eaters, how zombie Flesh Eaters kind of feel. It's not the best film in the world though, by any means. Now we have Zombie Holocaust. Love Zombie Holocaust, one of my absolute favourite films. Directed by Maurizio Girolami. I can never remember his name. Maurizio Girolami. Credited on this cover as Frank Martin. Stars Ian McCulloch. And yeah, I met Ian McCulloch not too long ago at HorrorCon up in Sheffield. He's a really nice guy. Yeah, so Zombie Holocaust. Now I have another copy of Zombie Holocaust here. This is my VTC pre-cert VHS copy. So this is an original. And it has a slightly longer running time actually than the DVD copy I've got. DVD runs for 81 minutes. This old school VHS runs for 85 minutes. So it's longer. It's on there. That's a really nice one. Really nice. Next we have Zombies Nights of Terror. Directed by Andrea Bianchi. This is an awful film, really. Really quite poor. Very, very low budget. But I must admit, I do enjoy it. It's one of my guilty pleasure films. Very strange, very, very odd. In terms of quality, it's probably about 1 out of 5. But in terms of fun, I would give it, 4 or 5 out of 5. It's not bad at all, really, like in that sense. Burial Ground, Nights of Terror. Next we have Zombie Creeping Flesh. This is another great film. Well, it's not actually, it's a very poor film, but it's really, really good fun. And this one was like a video nasty. So this is one of the banned films from the 1980s, early 1980s. Starring Margaret Evelyn Newton and Frank Garfield. Not too bad. I do enjoy that film. Next we have A Virgin Among the Living Dead, or A Virgin Amongst the Living Dead, Virgin Among the Living Dead. By Jess Franco. If you don't know Jess Franco's films, where have you been? They are awful. Really, really bad, usually. This is one of the worst ones. This is a very slow-paced film and very little happens. This is actually the French cut. And I believe the Italian cut is slightly better. It's more gorier. It's got more going for it, really. But so, unfortunately, this is the French cut. But it does have nice artwork on there. Okay. Next we have Demons. I know this isn't really a zombie film. It's obviously a Demons film, but they're very similar, and it's it's Italian, so I've got it in there. And Demons 2. Also have a nice steel book there of Demons. This is Arrow Video again. Demons and Demons 2. This is a nice one. Steel book. Now we have the unofficial sequels to Demons. This is Demons 3 The Ogre. Not a very good film. Okay, that was directed by Fabrizio Bava. Ooh, Bava. Probably a relative of Mario and Lombardo. Yeah, not great though. This is probably the best unofficial sequel to Demons. This is Dario Argento's The Church. A bit closer. I do enjoy this film. It's got a good plot, directed by, I think it's, yeah, Michele Soavi. I don't know how to say that one. We'll get to him again later, because he does another great film in this subgenre. Now then, another film which is sold as Demons 3. This is Black Demons by Umberto Lenzi. Again. This one does have a little bit of animal cruelty in it again. Lenzi can't seem to help himself. He seems to have to kill something to make his poor quality films that much better. Yeah, so this is Black Demons. This is a real zombie film as well, unlike the other Demons films I've just shown you, with the possible exception of the church. This is a real zombie film. These zombies are true walking corpse zombies. Yeah, not too bad actually, but say it's got a little bit of nasty animal cruelty in it. I think it's a chicken that gets its throat cut or something like that. By no means as bad as the cannibal films, but you know, it's still got a bit in it. Now this one's often sold as Demons 4. This is Graveyard Disturbance. Now, this is by Lamberto Bava. That's why it's being sold as Demons 4, obviously. Now this is a pretty shit film. Very, very slow, very poor special effects. Yeah, it's crap. Graveyard Disturbance. Now another VHS. This is a European import. I think it's German. This is Zeda or Zeda. Yeah, this is a really good film. It's not anything like any of the other Italian zombie films. It seems to have a fairly solid plot. And it's really quite creepy. You can see by the creepy zombie girl on the cover. Yeah, it wasn't bad at all, not bad. Directed by Pupi Avati. Funny name. Yeah. Now, last but not least, or certainly not least, we have Della Morte dell'Amore, literally translates as Of Love of Death. This is a bloody great film. This is the very last of the Italian zombie movies, the spaghetti zombie movies. This particular one is a German import. Pretty cool. Now again, and the English title of Cemetery Man. Maybe you know it now, I don't know. Starring Rupert Everett. A man that you would not expect to see in a zombie film, but in one nonetheless. Again, directed by Michele Soavi, who did somebody else. Yep, it was The Church. Yeah, so this is from 1993, and I firmly believe this is quite likely the very best zombie movie of the 1990s. Full of sex, full of violence, full of gore, full of zombies. Yeah, really, really good film. Okay then guys, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please comment or subscribe. That would be awesome. So yeah, I'm the Horror Hoarder. Stay scared.